Good morning, everybody. Cassandra Von Worsley here. I wasn't planning on coming on FB Live. I am in a total focus, gotta get it done, course creation, launching into an amazing 2018 year. And Hurt, I haven't finished watching that book, reading that book on Audible. I remember we talked about it. Ooh, who is it? Lion in Winter. But as soon as I do Hurt, I will get back to you on that. You just reminded me. Hey, Hurt. So I've been in a big productivity focus like crazy mode. And I was in meditation this morning, and this whole thing came to me about second guessing yourself. I know we all second guess ourselves. We all have moments where we go, can I really do the thing that I was put here to do? Do I really have it in me to get done the stuff that I need to get done? And so in my meditation, it's funny, what came to me in the meditation was this concept of personal power, and the fact that Marianne Williamson says your personal power shows up the moment you decide for it to show up. So I wanted to do a quick FB Live before I go into my 2-hour writing focus block and just say, stop second guessing yourself. My mode of action typically is I decide, I act, I figure out the strategy along the way. Sometimes that works, sometimes it blows up in my face, but it still gets me closer to whatever the goal is. And so the way that we stop second guessing ourselves is just what Marianne Williamson said. We've got to decide that right now in this moment, we can be powerful, we are powerful. And let me go a little bit deeper on that. It's not just the decision to be powerful that's important. It's more than that. It's actually the decision to have a conviction about our own personal power. The way that you stop second guessing yourself is not to say self-doubt go away, because it's never going to go away. It's not to say I'm going to be invincible and unstoppable and fearless. Don't buy into any of that. That fear serves a purpose, and in fact, we can transform our fear into fuel. To stop second guessing yourself, you've got to develop conviction or certainty about knowing what is possible for you. That's why when people read Bible verses like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, the reason why those kinds of verses are so powerful is because it builds the conviction. And here's the thing about conviction. Conviction means I am certain that I know, that I know, that I know. That kind of certainty reveals possibility. That's where you stop second guessing yourself. The moment you can say, I know who I am, I know what I'm capable of, I know what I want, and I know that there is a way to it. When you step out into the world, your certainty reveals possibility. But if you don't believe that there's something in you that can, if you don't believe that there's something in you that is deeper, that is greater, that understands, that has the answers, when you step out into the world, you don't see possibility, you see problems. You don't see potential, you see obstacles. And so your ability to actually have vision and your ability to actually see is based on the fact of whether or not you are certain about what is within you. And so if you want to stop second guessing yourself, it's not going to be found anywhere outside of you. We look for answers to this second guessing thing in additional degrees, additional certifications, other people's opinions and validation. We look to get a stamp of approval from anything and everything outside of us. Here's the problem with that. If you give people the power to feed you, you also give them the power to starve you. See why that doesn't work? Doesn't work. Because everything you need is right inside of you. So if you want to stop second guessing yourself, if you want to get to the place where you say, I know that I know that I know who I am and what I can do, it's not about silencing the inner critic. The inner critic's going to be there. It's not about throwing self-doubt out of the car. Can't be in the driver's seat, but will still be in the car. It's about building up your certainty and your conviction. So when you step out into the world, all of a sudden, things begin to reveal themselves to you. Possibility shows up at every corner. We live in, as Louise L. Hay said, the totality of possibilities, and yet we don't see it because we are still stuck in our heads second guessing what God put us here to do. Let me be very clear, and then I'm going to go into my writing focus block. Whatever you were put here to do, you were also provided with the resources to do. And all of those resources are inner resources. They're in you. Don't look outside. You won't find it. Look inside. Get very certain about that truth. And all of a sudden, when you go outside, when you talk to people, when you watch a YouTube video, when you read an article, when you open up your Facebook feed, the right thing will be provided at the right time, because now, from your place of certainty, your eyes are open to possibility. And that's how you deal with second guessing yourself. Okay, Cassandra Vaughn Worsley, just got married. CassandraVaughn.com. Be sure to check out my latest book, Find Your Fire, on Amazon. You can find it at overcomingfearbooks.com. I'll see you guys on the next FB Live.